Betelgeuse, the red star located on the shoulder of Orion's warrior, has exhibited peculiar behavior, generating great anticipation for witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Some suggest that the increase in brightness could be indicative of a star approaching its supernova, but when exactly will this occur? Experts speculate that it could happen in the near future. Join us as we examine the current status of this fascinating star. If you're interested in keeping up to date on news from the universe and its surroundings, subscribe to our channel and be sure to like this video and turn on the notification bell. Although you may not be on a first-name basis with it, chances are you've seen the magnificent Betelgeuse, a glowing reddish dot shining brightly in the constellation Orion. At present, Betelgeuse is an extremely massive star. In fact, if we were to place it at the heart of our own solar system, its surface would extend beyond the orbit of Mars. This colossal and easily observable star continues to fascinate astronomers and stargazers alike. Betelgeuse changes before our eyes due to its relative closeness to our galaxy. It is classified as a semiregular variable star, meaning that its brightness fluctuates, sometimes dramatically, as it moves toward its eventual and inevitable fate, a supernova explosion. In recent years, Betelgeuse has become even more intriguing due to unexpected fluctuations in its brightness, puzzling scientists and astronomers worldwide. Although its behavior has veered into uncharted territory, its recent unusual dimming has been attributed to a phenomenon known as the Great Dimming, which occurred between 2019 and 2020. Due to this event, the closest red supergiant star to Earth has been shining twice as bright as usual, illuminating the sky in the early evening hours in the southern hemisphere. This strange behavior of one of the brightest stars in the night sky provides scientists with an unprecedented opportunity to observe a red supergiant in rapid transition, shifting from a bright state to a dim one within a relatively short period. Recently, Betelgeuse has sometimes shown an increase in brightness of more than 50%. However, on May 20, 2023, a Twitter account called BetelBot, dedicated to tracking Betelgeuse using data from the American Association of Variable Star Observers, reported something truly astonishing. An impressive 142% increase in brightness was recorded, sparking even more speculation about the star's fate. Astrophysicist Andrea Dupree of the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics notes that Betelgeuse currently ranks as the seventh brightest star in the night sky, having moved up 3 positions from its usual ranking as the 10th brightest. If you are in the southern hemisphere, you can easily see Betelgeuse shining at dusk. Just look for it on the shoulder of the constellation Orion. Even in the northern hemisphere, Betelgeuse remains visible, especially as the days get shorter. A technology researcher from Swinburne University in Australia highlights that one of the most fascinating aspects of Betelgeuse is that it allows us to witness the final stages of a giant star's life in great detail, something never before observed with such clarity. By studying the behavior of Betelgeuse, astronomers can gain crucial insights into what happens to red supergiants before they explode into supernovae. It is speculated that when Betelgeuse finally goes supernova, it could become incredibly bright for an entire week, so bright that it would even be visible during the day. At night, it could cast shadows, rivaling the brightness of the full moon. This phenomenon has captured the attention of both amateur astronomers and professionals alike. At some point, Betelgeuse will reach the end of its life and explode in a stunning supernova event. Given that we are approximately 650 light-years away, we will have the unique opportunity to witness this cosmic explosion in spectacular detail, making it one of the most exciting astronomical events in human history. Heidi Morris, a scientist at Los Alamos National Laboratory and president of an astronomy club, notes that people have been fascinated by Betelgeuse for centuries, closely monitoring its changes in brightness. Astronomers have long known that Betelgeuse experiences cycles of intense brightness followed by fading. Even ancient Australian Aboriginal and Greek cultures observed and recorded this pattern thousands of years ago. Normally, Betelgeuse's brightness cycle lasts about 400 days. However, recent observations indicate that this cycle has dramatically shortened to approximately 130 days, a shift that has left astronomers puzzled. Andrea Dupree, who has extensively studied Betelgeuse, notes that this unusual behavior began in 2019 after the star ejected a significant portion of its outer atmosphere with great force. Such drastic brightness changes are not typical for Betelgeuse. But does this mean the star is on the verge of exploding into a supernova? According to a paper authored by Dupree and other scientists from Harvard and the University of California, Berkeley, Betelgeuse may take another 5 to 10 years to return to its normal brightness cycle. The study notes that Betelgeuse has not been the same since experiencing the Great Dimming. Since then, the star has displayed altered behavior in terms of both luminosity and radial velocity. Despite its dramatic fluctuations, Betelgeuse still has a long way to go before it reaches its final supernova phase. As a red supergiant, it undergoes a series of fusion processes, involving elements such as helium, carbon, oxygen, silicon, and iron. When a massive star like Betelgeuse becomes a red supergiant, the intense pressure in its core allows helium to fuse into carbon. The star then continues fusing carbon and helium to form oxygen, and this process repeats, producing heavier elements such as silicon and iron. Eventually, as the fusion reactions progress, Betelgeuse will no longer be able to sustain itself, and its core will collapse under the immense force of gravity. The final outcome could be the formation of either a neutron star or a black hole, depending on the exact mass of its remaining core. Based on analysis of the elements present in Betelgeuse's atmosphere, scientists believe that the star is currently in the early stages of this fusion process, specifically, the phase where helium is being converted into carbon at its core. Betelgeuse, a massive red supergiant, has led an accelerated and intense life, and it is now in the final stages of its evolutionary journey. Eventually, when its fuel is entirely depleted, its core will collapse, triggering an explosion so powerful that it could briefly outshine entire galaxies. A supernova is inevitable, but the pressing question remains, when will this happen? There is much speculation surrounding the timing of Betelgeuse's impending explosion, yet experts remain cautious. University of Portsmouth astronomy professor Peter Gruber, an expert in the study of supernovae, has written extensively on the topic and emphasizes that scientists currently have no reliable method for predicting when a star will explode. For this reason, we cannot determine precisely when Betelgeuse will go supernova. This uncertainty is understandable, as human history has only recorded a handful of supernovae, limiting our ability to study them in depth. Despite astronomers' eagerness to witness such an event, we simply do not know whether anyone alive today will have the opportunity to see Betelgeuse explode. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video to reach more people, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next video.